Yeah.
But at least you got Buzzr now, and lots of exciting news happened there with Buzzr.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the segue. We got the whole new schedule, which is going to debut on September 30th. And this is a really good schedule. Are you ready?
Sure.
We have a new daytime lineup starting at 8 a.m. Eastern. All times Eastern, by the way. 8 o'clock, To Tell the Truth, with Gary Moore.
Okay.
8:30, What's My Line? These are new episodes.
And when we mean new episodes, we don't mean like they revived the show. This is like new to the channel.
Yep. This is starting from... They did 60 episodes. This is another 30.
Okay, so it's the back 30 then. What else?
Yeah. 9 o'clock, Sale of the Century.
Hey, that's good.
These are three weeks before what's airing later on.
Now, is this the big money game format, or is this
syndicated? So they're in shopping.
Okay, so it's the shopping you want to risk for the trip, or go for the car. If you get all of it, you go the briefcase of money.
Yep. And then later on, it goes to the winner's board because they actually got to January '86, I think.
All right. What's after a good version of Sale of the Century?
A bad version.
Oh.
Temptation.
You can't hide the temptation.
Yes, we can.
Can you hear the call?
I'm not listening. La, na, 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 na.
Come on and take it all on temptation. How many temptation dollars? Do they keep the temptation store thing in these syndicated episodes? Or are
they chopped them out.
Go to shoptemptation.com, get this
as seen on temptation.com. And then at 10 o'clock, a bomb has been dropped. A brand new series to Buzzr.
Well, which one?
Split Second with Monty Hall.
Whoa! Well, last time that I saw that was, I think, Family Channel? Was that when they had the reruns? Was that on the Family Channel, I think?
Yeah, Family Channel had a Split Second, and you may have seen it to our friends up north on Game TV.
I just like the flip the board in the final round with one of the 5 thing car. I think that's really fun. That's all I remember from that version. Plus the what I always say looks like Windows 95 because of the cloud backdrop.
That was a nice backdrop, though.
And this is the 80s, by the way, so that's like, what?
86 shot in Canada. And I know, I kind of wish it was the Canadian version, but then I always remember that, like, no episodes of the Kennedy version exist.
It's hard to find. Yeah. Really hard to find in the Tom Kennedy version of Split Second. But hey, if you love that, there's always the Who, What, Where game, or there's the
Challengers.
The Challengers with Dick Clark.
Yep.
Although personally, I picked Straight Second.
Yep. I will say this about Split Second. I think this is a partnership with Game TV in Canada.
So, like, Buzzr's partnering with Game TV?
Yeah, because Game TV also airs Pressure Luck and Match Game.
Then does this mean we might eventually get Mad Dash episodes over here, or?
There's only like 12 of them in existence.
You know how I feel about the Mad Dash. Like, that or Definition, maybe?
Definition, quite a lot of Definition exists. I think the problem is that Canada, I don't think, stopped wiping until the mid-'80s.
Oh.
And, like, the few shows that didn't wipe were Headline Hunters, which I think didn't wipe, Just like Mom Didn't Wipe, of course.
Now there's a revival of that, which I think is doing pretty well for itself.
We don't know when season 3 is going to air. Oh, by the way, as an addendum to the primer, something that we missed, there are new episodes of Battle of the Ages on BYU TV.
Which I thought is not that bad of a show.
I just hate JD Roberto as a host.
I think JD is okay on it. I think where I get upset is that first round. Here's some like actors trying to do like remote control. I'm like a DJ.
It's like they're trying so hard to be D. Baker.
It is. It really is. But I do love that final round. That timeline game. I love it.
It's a winner.
The only negative I have for it is, as you have an old person, a grandma or somebody, don't give them like a chase running physical challenge when time's crucial.
Mm-hmm. All right, back to Buzzr. 10:30 a.m. Blockbusters.
Rafferty or
new episodes of Bill Cullen.
Oh boy.
So continuing from that left off 2 years ago. So I think it was like August or September of 81. So we might get to the point where the set turns blue.
The blue set, which it hasn't really been shown that much on GSN.
It was the last few months of the run. And I like the blue set better than the orange set.
Was this the one where I remember vaguely there was one where they tried to do a tournament champions for Blockbusters.
No, this is when once they raised the limit from 10 to 20, they brought all the old champions back.
That's what I was thinking of. What's after Blockbusters?
Double dose of Match Game 77, and then a double dose of Match Game 76.
They want to flip it to 76 to 77, or
doesn't matter.
Is it back to back? Like maybe like returning champion is back on the next episode.
Yeah. So 11 and 11:30 is Match Game 77 to be the 2 episodes of that, and then Match Game 76 at 12 and 12:30. And then at 1 o'clock, Classic Concentration. That didn't change, but we're getting new episodes.
I'm a big fan of Classic Concentration. I love that show a lot. That's my go-to on Buzzr.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thrilled. So is this when they're eventually bringing the take cards into the game, or?
Yeah. Because January 88, I think the take cards were already brought in.
The red take and then the green take.
Green take later on, yeah. And that's for an hour, so I think that's another 60 episode swath. Another 60 episodes, or what they did, which was surprising, they went from May to January. I wouldn't be surprised if this is another 4 months.
The schedule, or just the...
Going from January 88 to May 88, and then just have it repeat. And then go back to the premiere after that. After the 100 some odd episodes run out.
Well, you see, there is Vlasic Pickle minus V plus C classic. You got a swindler who's a con artist. Plus a penny that's 1 cent. A dinner tray.
Time up. I don't think we'll get to the format change, though.
No format change.
The first of many. Because then they went to a 2-loss format, then they shelved that, and then did a best of 3 match in a show.
The cash jackpot. Don't forget the cash jackpot for
the cash pot. And then went back to the 2-loss format until the end of the run in like late 90 or early 91. 2 o'clock password. or the Buzzr Daytime Tango, which didn't change. So Password, Password Plus, Super Password, Tattletales, Card Sharks, and Card Sharks, both Perry and Eubanks.
All right.
5 o'clock, Match Game 78. And then at 6 o'clock, Match Game 76, but new episodes.
Would they just have that? Okay, sure. You know what? Yes, more Match Game. Mm-hmm. We already got another 2 hours at 11. Let's get more Match Game.
Yep. And then 7 o'clock, Pressure Luck. So it moves out of prime time to 7. Then at 7:30, Let's Make a Deal.
Which version of that? Is that the 70s?
80s.
Like... Oh, so we're getting into the purple set. Are we getting the purple set with the all new Let's Make a Deal?
It is the all new Let's Make a Deal. They're going to finish up Brian Cummings' run as announcer, then they're going to move to the Dean Goss episodes.
I did okay. So
yeah, I think what happened, the story behind Dean Goss and that the last couple of months is that Monty was kind of tired of doing Let's Make a Deal and was kind of grooming Dean Goss to take over for him. But the syndicator said, no, it's either you or bust, especially since we got split second. So
Monty Hall Power Hour.
That was the plan, but it went bust. Let's Make a Deal didn't last to 86, and Split Second, I think, barely lasted a year.
Unless we go to Disney MGM Studios in the night.
Dick Clark helped produce that one along with Ron Greenberg, and they didn't understand Let's Make a Deal.
If you just said it's pick the money or the curtain, it's not that. It's more than that. So what happens after the Let's Make a Deal?
Then we get the primetime block, and they changed it up a bit. We still have Password Plus at 8 o'clock. And then we're continuing new episodes of Supermarket Sweep. We're into 93 now.
Yay! So we're going into the triangle sweater years of David Ruprecht.
We're going into the suit and tie. We're going into the shirt and tie. We're in the shirt and tie era.
The manager era of Ruprecht.
Yep.
So we're past triangle sweater.
Yep.
It was striped sweater, then triangle sweater, then suit and tie.
And that shirt and tie lasted until 2003.
Yeah, because I don't know why is it they wanted him to look more like a store manager of the supermarket, or
I guess it's how the look of a supermarket manager changed during the time period.
Why don't you just get him to say, like, wear a little name tag that says David, store manager, like they did in the 2019 UK version of Supermarket Sweep?
How about no?
And then you get cashiers to be actors.
That's what the staffers are for.
And then you get a security guard.
You had that in 1990. They just dressed them up in monster costumes.
The thing is, though, the security guard in the revival is not acting like Mr. Yuck. So
then it would have made it more interesting.
No, if anything, they made like Mr. Yuck's the cameraman, because now they're really like in the center of the aisle.
Yeah. Terrible. 9 o'clock, Sale of the Century. That's brought back to prime time, so we don't have a double run of sweep anymore.
Oh, wait. I lose a sweep?
You lost 2 supermarket sweeps. But we're getting more variety in the schedule, which is always nice.
Yeah, you know, that's... I mean, Sale of the Century is still one of my favorite quiz shows, especially the 80s, because the way Jim Perry presents the offers, it's a reverse of a Monty Hall situation where Monty's like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" Jim's like, "This is right in front of you. Just push the damn button. Just push the button. Push it. I know what you're saying. Oh, I'm gonna lose. How about $200? $200 plus this. $300 plus this. Going once. Going twice. $500. No sale.
Nope. Ding, 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 ding. You could have had a sales price, which is another $700.
Oh, that would have been $1,200 plus
this thing, whatever it was.
Whatever it was. We'll say golf clubs.
Yeah.
That's typical.
$1,200 to buy balls and lessons. And to buy more clubs when you break them in frustration. 9:30 card tricks, but we're going to Bob Eubanks in new episodes. All right.
The Eubanks years.
Yeah, you know how I can tell these are new episodes according to the promo? Because the readout is no longer orange, it's red.
Oh.
And that means we're getting close to the car game being debuted.
The car game put the Joker on the car.
Yeah. And the audience poll question and the educated guess questions.
Yay, my favorite ones. I know everyone else loves those. I don't, but I can see why they added them.
Yeah. And then at 10 o'clock, the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
I'm so excited.
Not.
I'm very happy to see the return. What happens when you take the fun of Match Game and Hollywood Squares and put the best of both game shows into 1 hour-long format?
You get a disaster.
Which are you going to play? Remember, one of those is 30 times the amount.
The Match Game parts are the best part of that show. And Goodson has gone on record to hating Hollywood Squares.
I'm on the record to say I like Hollywood Squares more than Match Game. But I do not like this version of Hollywood Squares.
No. The story goes, Peter Marshall had a stake in Hollywood Squares, which is sort of like why he did the Las Vegas episodes. And he went to pitch it to NBC in '83. And somehow Orion, which owned Hollywood Squares at the time, or MGM, didn't like it, and they also had a controlling interest, so they pushed Marshall out and gave it to, and then NBC was commissioned Mark Goodson to make the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
Because celebrities.
Mark Goodson hated Hollywood Squares. So I've got a record to say he purposefully tanked Hollywood Squares.
Because he didn't do any bloopers. He didn't want to get any of the comedy writers to write zingers or any goofs on any of these questions. And it's but that's why people love the Hollywood Squares.
Yep.
And they should know, hey, you know how the banter for Match Game worked because the game came pretty much second to the wacky banter? That's all you need to do for Hollywood Squares is have wacky banter and zingers.
Mm-hmm. And in constant interviews, Rayburn said he hated doing it.
And then how many years before he did Break the Bank? I think 2.
1, because this got canceled in '84.
Okay.
This got canceled June of '84. I think Scrabble was one of the shows that replaced it.
Don't bring back Scrabble. Please do not remind me of Scrabble.
I won't.
That show traumatized me.
And yet it made for one of the best episodes of game shows, I suppose.
They're always coughing. Graveyard! It's the crossword game you played all your life, but never quite like this. Scrabble.
Yeah. Then it repeats for 3 hours. Password plus Supermarket Sweep.
Because it
Century.
is
Prime time.
the prime time. So
Yep. Then we get to the overnight stuff.
well, what's on the overnight? Is it
Family Feud with Richard Dawson.
Whoa! I just realized we did not hear Family Feud all episode. Like this whole schedule, no feud.
And then at 3 o'clock, Family Feud with Ray Combs.
Oh, okay. Is it like, are we going into the Bullseye version?
No,
or
they're like in 88.
Okay, so we're going into peak Ray Combs then, when he was like...
I think they've only converted like the first 6 months.
Okay, so we're talking the red carpet years of...
Yeah. It was always the red carpet for Ray. And Family Feud's in 81. So it switches from 80, 81, 82, 85. They haven't gone back and done 76, 77, 78, 79.
A feud yet. But we're going into when Dawson was really in the moment of like, no, this is an iconic show now. Everyone's watching, but I'm kind of getting a little bit of burnout.
Mm-hmm. And then 4 to 6 is a repeat of 5 to 7, 78 and 76. So now let's talk weekends. You ready?
Alrighty.
We're going to skip paid programming and EI programming.
What kind of educational shows are there?
You don't know. So 11:30 Match Game 77, 12 o'clock Match Game 77, 12:30 Match Game 78. 1 to 3 o'clock is 4 episodes of Match Game 76. 3 to 3:30, Let's Make a Deal 85. Let's Make a Deal. 4 to 7, 6 episodes of Classic Concentration.
All right, well, now I know how to spend my Saturday.
7 to 8 o'clock, Card Sharks. With Bob Eubanks.
Okay.
So, prime time stuff. Then, at 8 o'clock, Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
Yeah.
And that replaced Supermarket Sweep. It used to be 2 episodes of Supermarket Sweep. 9 to 10, this used to be Sail the Century. Now it's Super Password.
Yay.
Then 10 to 11 is Tattletales.
I mean, Tattletales is actually a good show, so yeah, I'm good.
2 to 3, To Tell the Truth. 3 to 4, Password. 4 to 5 is Now You See It.
That late?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't, but okay.
Like, they only converted, 60 some odd episodes.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where not a lot of game show people can acquire those episodes. So wouldn't it be best to play like 5 or 6 or drop this, say Super Password, or I don't know, I'm throwing out here maybe the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
Nah. Gotta have that because you spent a lot of money on it. And then 5 to 6 is Card Sharks with Jim Perry.
Alrighty, it just reminds me of those days of the game show community when it was the net games, and it's just let's do our own version of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
And make it better?
Yeah, the Tic-Tac-Toe Card Sharks Hour.
Yep. Alright. Sundays. This is a little bit different. You ready?
Sure.
11:30 to 1 o'clock, Match Game 78. 1 to 3, Match Game 76. 3 o'clock, Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. And then 4 o'clock, The Price is Right with Bill Cullen.
Yay! Okay, I'm back on board.
Yep. 6 to 8, Supermarket Sweep.
Okay, so you know what? This Sunday is winning me over now.
Yep. 8 to 9, Password Plus.
It's losing me again, but I'm okay.
9 to 10, Match Game PM.
Okay, it's winning me back because I like the Match Game PM era.
10 to 11, Split Second.
Okay, winning me back again.
All right, then it repeats from Password Plus.
Yay!
2 o'clock, it's gonna lose you.
Uh-oh.
Temptation.
Who's gonna win the Toyota Prius? They have to win 8 games to get enough.
No, they can't even go 8 because they have a limit of 5.
Oh yeah, and they have to play Super Knockout, and that always like never gets them enough to even get to like the third-rate prize.
Mm-hmm. But you get that lots of love. Anyway, 3 to 4. What's my line? 4 to 5. Blockbusters, and 5 to 6. Pressure Luck.
You know what I noticed? To Tell the Truth was not on here. No, neither is I believe I've Got a Secret was announced, so that's kind of interesting.
To Tell the Truth is Saturday.
Okay.
For an hour at 2 o'clock. I don't think Pressure Luck is going to add new episodes, though.
I think they're going to push away Pressure Luck for the time being. Not because, boy, the summer versions suck, but like I think they're just going to push it. It sounds to me like what they're trying to do. This is just my conspiracy. They're trying the formats that aren't currently airing, except for Match Game and Feud.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to see what the next format will be. Is it concentration? Is it now you see it? What they're going to experiment with next? But what do I know? I'm only speculating here. So congratulations for bringing back Temptation, the all-new sale of the century for syndication rights 2020.
Well, we know Supermarket Sweep's coming back. It's just a matter of where they're going to put it.
Leslie Jones, I mean, we said that last episode. I said Amazon.
Yeah, I'm going with ABC or NBC.
Yes.
Because I think NBC is willing to push a boatload of money to Fremantle just to keep Leslie Jones in their grasp.
In their talent pool.
Yeah.
And me, I'm just going to keep watching the UK version. Because, hey, I will still watch any version of Supermarket Sweep. Doesn't matter which country.
Even if it's the crappy Canadian one.
Hey, that was not so bad. Remember, that has one of my favorite jokes of all time. The look out!
Yeah, but we got that in the better one in the American version where somebody ran into David Ruprecht's balls.
Twice.
That was 2 different people. And the best line. And we're running out of time, but unfortunately, not soon enough for David.
He's going to walk it off like a man.
Yep.
Look, I that's one of those shows that was soft spot. I can't think of a better game show than right cut to commercial. Here's this close up of a Jolly Green Giant inflatable.
Or the Senorita
or Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, or Pillsbury Doughboy, yeah.
Or a giant RC can.
Or a giant RC can, yeah. Or a giant box of Nilla wafers.
Yes. Well, Cyndi, you won $25 in the mini sweep.
Ding.
You also won the other $20 in the second mini sweep.
Ding.
Let's see how much your bonus is worth.
$250.
The super bonus, $250.
Ding.
You got the coffee for $100.
Ding.
We'll put that in the total of groceries in your cart. Gives you a grand total today of $1,137.
Yeah.